Then that the general to know of the podcast. You keep your body clean, man. Yeah.
Are you really comfortable with all of that thing? Like, what you trying to say? Do what you do, baby. Yeah, I want to congratulate. I seen to come up through the mud. You feel me?
Really?
Yeah. I'm saying, like I said, I used to be top. I'm one of the ones. When that nigga said he had a phone, his whole joke. Man, I'm looking at the screen like preach, cause I was on the phone with him. You feel me? So you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that he getting up there and keeping it all the way phone. What them little niggas be saying? He ain't cloud chase, he ain't capping, he ain't doing none of that. Like he ain't trying to make himself look. You know, he let his legacy. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know how it go. You heard me? It's P.NUT the General. To know the podcast. You keep your body clean, huh? Yeah. Y'all already know. Look, I don't want to hear no shit today. I'm early. You heard me? Yeah, you heard me? I'm early. Y'all know I'll be late, you know what I'm saying? But I'm early today, you heard me? And my guest here, you heard me? Yeah, talk y'all shit now, you heard me? But is his story. I'm about to let him tell it, you heard me, without no further ado. I say, wow.
Yo, what's happening, man? What's going on, man?
Cool, and man, I appreciate you coming over to the platform. You heard me? So you wanna shout your people out first, or get right into it? You heard me?
I mean, shit. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting me. Everybody that be listening, tuning in. I want to give a special shout out to BMD. You know what I'm saying? Give a special shout out to my family, my mom, sisters. You know what I'm saying? Kids. You know what I'm saying? I want to give a shout out to my grams too. You know what I'm saying? Because we doing everything I've been doing. That's been a big, you know what I'm saying, motive for me. So that plus my kids, my family. So, that's how I'm coming with it.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact. Where you from, brother?
I'm from Chicago, man, 290. I was raised in Inglewood. Well, I was born out west, you know what I'm saying, moved out south to Inglewood when I was about 12, man, and shit, the rest history.
Where you jumped off the porch at?
Yeah, I jumped off the porch. I was in Inglewood when I jumped off the porch.
Hey, so let us in New Orleans. You heard me, and the surrounding areas know what's how it was coming up. You know what I'm saying? In Inglewood, you heard me. Was it dangerous? Was it violent? Y'all chilling, niggas was wilding. You heard me, niggas was out you like that. Though. You heard me? How it was from your accounts coming up where you came up at. You heard me?
Well, shit. I mean, I was the only boy in my household, so shit. I was out there early, so I had a whole lot of friends where I was at. I was surrounded by mostly the majority was GDs and the BDs. You know what I'm saying? So, I stayed right around where the Martin Luther King skating rink at. For everybody that's tuning in that know about Chicago out south, shit, it's right there, right off 76 and Racine. I stayed right off 76 and Loomis. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Right between Killer Ward and G-Ville. You feel me? So
Fact,
yeah.
fact. And I know for a fact, any city you go, you anywhere around, any Martin Luther King is going down around there. You heard me? So they already know what it is. So what all entertainment, you heard me, or you were part of, brother?
So originally I was with Rare Breed Entertainment. Shout out to Rare Breed Entertainment. I'ma always be a part of that as far as the way we came up, the upbringing and the grind. Like the grind, I love them for their grind. So I was with them at first, and then little shit happens, and I had to go ahead and do stuff on my own a little bit. Man, I tuned in with a brother from Block Hustle Entertainment. He welcomed me to his block, you know what I'm saying, and he was real genuine, brother. The brother genuine. He ain't never charged me for shit or nothing. Got me a few shows. I'm on about 3 mixtapes streaming. Yeah, like, yeah, shit. I mean, he was a genuine brother. So if I had to say if I was part of anything, it'd be Block Hustle Entertainment. But I'm
Hey,
not I'm not I'm not signed to nothing though.
right, you're affiliated.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So how you got into the music in the
Also,
first
also, also, my bad. Also, shout out to Loud Money. You know, Loud Money. I'm associated with them too. I fuck with them too, but I'm not signed to nothing. I just do a lot of networking with both parties. Them two. Everybody linked together though. You know what I'm saying? It's one big ring. You know what I'm saying? So
not just for you, brother, but any artist. You heard me. You say you just be networking. You're not really signed. You independent, but you just be networking. Man, let these niggas know, man, how important is networking to their career. You heard me, and they craft and what they let it do. You heard me.
so with me personally, that's a top three for me. Networking, being able to so you gotta be able to so what come with networking, it ain't just about getting out and associating with people. It's about uh if you're not on that level of associating or you know what I'm saying, being able to politic, then it helps you grow in that area. Networking, meaning getting with people, learning what they learned, they learn what you learn, y'all connect, possibly get some type of project going where it's beneficial on both parties, rather it's exposure, money, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So networking is definitely a big thing in the culture. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to, be not just you, but many when you want to
Yes, sir.
network. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes, sir. I like that. You heard me. So what got you in tune with the music in the first place? You know what I'm saying? Was it the culture? Was it the artist? You heard me? Was it a family member? You know what I'm saying? Did it just fall in your lap? What artists did you listen to before you initially put the pen to the paper? You heard me?
all right, so my motive to do music, it was only three people in my life, and it's really a sum up of four. My mom, my granddad, and my two uncles. They was this group called Snake Eyes coming up. They from out of the out of out west 290. You know what I'm saying? They from Rockwell. I used to always hear my uncles and them rap. But far as singing, all my R&B tracks and all that's the motive. That motive what started letting me listen to that was my mom. I'm from the project, so my mom used to always play old dusties and R&B slow jams while she clean up and shit. You know me,
That's a fact.
fan in the window, front door wide open. You know what I'm
So
saying? So
you heard me? Yeah.
yeah.
Yourself say so. Coming up in the background like
I
that.
mean, I to your other question, my bad. To your other question though, I think I ain't really answered that. I listen to far as on the R&B, a lot of R. Kelly. I listen to some Avant. You know what I'm saying? I listen to some Jaheim. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I listen to Life Jennings. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that
It's a fact.
coming up.
So let me ask you this about your style. You know what I'm saying? How long did it take you to come into who you are now? You know what I'm saying? And if you was to put a style on how you do it when you do it, would you be a hip hop? Would you be a conscious? Would you be a gangster rapper? Would you be just a rapper? Period. You heard me? How would you define your style if you could? You heard me?
I mean, my style is like I said earlier. You know what I'm saying? I don't really put myself in like just one category. You know what I'm saying? I am music. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying? Like that's just that. Like when I say I do music, I mean every genre. You know what I'm saying? I don't say like I don't be like, oh, I'm a rapper or I'm a singer. I say, look, I'm an artist. I'm a writer. You know what I'm saying? I do music. When I say I do that, that's everything. You know what I'm saying? Conscious. I can get conscious on them. They don't want me to get conscious because
you heard
a
me?
lot of people can't keep up. I can get gangster, which everybody can relate to gangster shit nowadays because it's
It's a
like
fact.
now it's just a act now. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't even been have to, where I'm from, you gotta be about what you rap about. Where I'm from.
It's a fact.
But in
It's
a
a
lot
fact.
of other places though, like you don't even have to been to catch no bodies or nothing, and can be spitting some of the craziest gangsterest shit. You know what I'm saying? And your music could be real influential to everybody else, but you probably ain't never catch a body and never did none of that shit. So yeah, so it's like I'm just all universal. I'm gonna just call myself a universal artist, bro. I'm everywhere with it. Like
It's
you
a
can't
fact.
give me nothing that I can't do. You know what I'm saying? Period.
It's a fact. You heard me? I respect it. I respect it. So, um, why did you choose the independent route? You heard me?
Say that again.
What made you choose the independent route? You heard me?
Uh, to be real,
You real with me?
I'm with me personally. I just can't allow myself to give somebody, that much power. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Over my situation. You know what I'm saying? Really, I can't trust nobody like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been snaked out, bro. Like everything, like you can't name one thing that ain't happened to me, bro. It happened. So you know what I'm saying? I learned from my experience. So that's why I done got plenty offers and plenty deals. And I'm still sitting on right now, bro. Like for real, for real. But it's like my heart won't let me, you know what I'm saying, sign. You know what I'm saying? Cause I know better. I've been through it all, bro. Like for real, for
Sir,
real.
come on,
So
man.
it's
That's
like shit.
some real nigga shit, man.
I'd rather get me some type of distribution thing going on or something like that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, fucking
I
right. You
mean,
heard me?
I can't just give somebody that much, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's just like giving a nigga my soul.
You
So
understand?
like at the end of the day, I'm cool on that. I
You
like to be in
understand?
control, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I'm,
So
I'm with it. I'm with it. You heard me? So let me ask you this. You heard me? Out of everything you done, doing, or will do, you heard me? Why the music, brother? What keep you focused and motivated to do this shit? You heard me?
well, I'm gonna say this right here, simple and plain, just life. You know what I'm saying? Like, life. You know what I'm saying? I look forward to going through shit because when I go through shit, then it give me a motive to write and motive to do and motive to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? On a constant motive basis, I just want to be able to blow for my family and
Mm.
leave something behind that, everybody can really prosper and, grasp on to and benefit from a little bit.
It's a fact, man. So let me ask you this, you heard me? What you do, in your opinion, you heard me? What you think you do better? The flow or the R&B, you heard me? Let me ask you this, If you had to choose one, which one would it be and why you chose that, you heard me?
Um, Damn, that's a good question. Nobody never asked me like that. You know what I'm saying?
Understand me? I appreciate that,
So
bro.
shit, yeah, yeah. Shout out to you, man. Shit, if I had to choose though, like I ain't gonna even cap to you, man. I'm gonna have to do the rapper, man. I have to rap.
Mm, what came first, the rap or the R&B?
It was like it was both. Like they both generated the same. And when I was at home with my mom, it was the singing. When she let me go over there to my pops and them people career, I heard rapping. So
Fact. That's a fact, you heard me? So what's your,
like I'm a battle rap fan. You know what I'm saying? So like I got a lot of love for hip hop and rap. So
uh-huh.
yeah,
That's a fact.
if I had to put one down, it'd definitely be the singing. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact, you hear me? So, what does the music, you say, right? You say you do everything that it is to do. You hear me? What does this do for you personally, though? You hear me? Is it a therapy? Yes, to me, is it a way to voice your opinion? You hear me? Is it a way to be heard? You hear me? You just doing it because you're doing it. You hear me? What does the music do for you personally? You hear me?
All right, well, shit. I used to just be doing it for fun because it used to be bored, shit, and then it turned into an art thing for me. You know what I'm saying? It turned into fun and art, and then you know what I'm saying. From there, it turned into like a grind. You get what I'm saying?
That's a
So
fact. So this wasn't always the plan.
nah, it wasn't because when I was a shorty, when I was a kid, I used to always say I wanted to be a doctor. You get what I'm saying? So I never in my life that I thought at that time saying I want to be a doctor that I would be doing music. You get what I'm saying?
What happened to the Dr. Dream? You hear me?
I guess the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say the time. I ran out of time. You know what I'm saying? To be a doctor, you gotta go through so many schools and have so many certain degrees. To get that doctor. So and you gotta go to school a lot for that. Once you hit a certain age, it's a little bit too late. If you hit that the expiration date, you can't be 30 years old still trying to get you. PhD. You know what I'm
You
saying?
ain't gonna see that bitch at 42. You hear me?
Mm-mm. Mm-hmm.
It's a fact. You hear me? So let me ask you this. You know what I'm saying? You say you've been through whatever, everything. You know what I'm saying? Did that change or deteriorate your love for the music? You heard me? Do you still have the same love for this shit that you did when you started out? You heard me? Has it grown? Has it diminished? You know what I'm saying? Is it still the same? Speak on your love for the music, going through what you went through and shit with the music.
All right, well, shit. My love for it, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Um, life situation used to knock my faith in it. You know, going through life and shit until I started using life as a tool. Like what I was going through, I started using it as like a like a I don't know, like a pencil, bro. Like I don't know how to even explain it. You know, I just started using that shit. Like, yeah, I look forward to going through shit. Don't mean I'll be looking for drama or nothing like that. It's just that
Yeah,
I remain learnful. You get what I'm saying? Like I still want to learn. You get what I'm saying? So when I listen to other artists, I don't be looking for what they good at. I always be looking for where they flaw at. Cause sometimes I'll be like, okay, well, I remember I used to sound like that, or I remember I used to look at it like that. Cause I can drop 100. Like I used to be like, oh, I'm gonna just drop 100 songs and I'm gonna get on. I used to think of it like that. When really making a song is just only like 25% of having a complete product. You know what I'm saying? A complete record. You know what I'm saying? You got to put grind behind it. That's the
yes, sir.
other 75%. You got to know the business.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I look
So
at it different now.
yeah, I was just about to ask you that. You know what I'm saying? So you look at it, you say you look at it different now, you know what I'm saying? Knowing what you know now, going through what you've been through and got through. You see what I'm saying? Knowing what you know now, what would you give that young man just starting off in this shit? You heard me? What's the best advice that you would give yourself, knowing what you know now? You heard me?
Mhm.
Starting off. You heard me?
All right, for everybody that's just starting out,
Nah.
don't even
Yourself. You heard
my
me? Yeah, what advice, knowing what you know now, would you give yourself when you just started off in this shit? You heard me?
I would tell myself don't worry about the like all the shows that I was doing. Like it was a lot of pointless shows I was doing. You get what I'm saying? Like I would have told myself, shoot straight to the business, do more of the focus more on the business part than the exposure. I would have told myself that.
That's a fact. That's a fact. You heard me? So let me ask you this. You heard me? Your style, the way you do your music, you say you've grown, you know what I'm saying? What's some differences in your style when you first started off till now that you yourself noticed? You heard me?
Man, I got records. I ain't gonna even lie to you, bro. I was ahead of my time when the type of music I was making was ahead of my time. So I can go back on songs that I did when I was like 17, 18, bro, that'll blow right now if people just sit down and listen. Like for real, for real. You
Sir.
know what I'm saying? Like I was ahead of my time. I got stuff that was great then that's better than stuff that I got now. And I got
Mm,
stuff that I got now that's better than, you know what I'm saying? Stuff that I had then. It's just all about what I was going through at the time or what how I was feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like that's real for me. You know what
fact.
I'm saying?
That's
My
a
feeling, how I'm feeling, how your mind is when you go in the studio, it affects how your track gonna sound in the end.
Speaking of that, you heard me. Is that a difficult thing to do? You understand me? The reality and the entertainment. You heard me? Is that a difficult thing to balance? Does it all fall where it's supposed to be? You heard me? Does the entertainment get in the way of the reality? Does the reality get in the way of the entertainment? You heard me? Speak on that. You heard me? Is that a difficult thing to do?
Yeah, well, when it comes down to dealing with business, it's about who you going in business with at the time. Like, cause you can go be going in business with your homie, and that's when reality things start affecting the business because you know your friendship might get in the way of business, or you know what I'm saying, your relationships might be getting in the way of business. That's when things start affecting the music, the entertainment, you know, reality wise, because you gotta be able to separate your life from your entertainment life. You get what I'm saying? Like you gotta be able to like separate that.
Mm,
Sometimes people get caught up in living they songs and sometimes people not even going through what they going through in their songs, and they end up, trying to live what they listening to. Like music is real influential. It's like something that help people, navigate their life every day.
Mhm. That's a fact. It's power in the tongue. You heard me? So I asked you earlier, you see what I'm saying? What does the music do for you? What about your viewers and listeners? You heard me? Is there any message that you're trying to get out to your viewers and your listeners through your music? You heard me? Any picture that you're trying to paint, if any, through your music? You heard me? What would that be? You heard me?
Okay, so whatever I'm going through at the time, however, whatever the name of my track, whatever I'm saying in my songs, it's really that's the message that I be trying to get out. It's something I've been through or something I have experienced. So if I tell it on my track and I give it to people in the raw where I know how to explain it, express myself, and they can accept it and relate to it, then they'll probably apply it to their life. You know what I'm saying? So it really depends on what people like to hear. You get what I'm saying? So I
Depending on
don't
they.
know. I don't know what I do. I don't know personally what my music do for other people. But I know once I recorded that track and what it did for me, it felt like me writing in a diary. You feel me? It felt like I got a weight lifted off my shoulder, like an anchor off my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? So it's real therapeutic for me. So I'm hoping it's therapeutic for the next person.
It's a fact. You hear me? So, speaking of the therapeutic, you hear me? Have you ever had to put the pen down? You hear me? Have you ever had to back up from the game? You know what I'm saying? Not really has it that got too much, but had to go back to the drawing board. Handle other business. Yes, that me life might have been life, and at the same time, yes, that me. And if so, you hear me? What brought you back to the music? You hear me?
So I put the pen down a lot. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Like I put
talk
it
about
down a lot coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like I just like my faith was broken a couple times due to real life situations. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes this grind, what I learned the hardest about this is that it takes a lot of investment to be a singer or a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like it take a lot of investment. You know what I'm saying? And you're not just gonna blow like that over just one good. Like the song could be hot,
uh,
but you're not just gonna blow like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the reality of it. And that when I came to that realization, that's what was breaking me. You know what I'm saying? And the realization that my music at the time was not paying for shit. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? Like I wasn't getting no money for my records and shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, when I came to those realizations for real, I broke down, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of shit going on. So hell yeah, that shit fucked me up a lot of times. Especially when you got your BMs or the whoever you feel like in your corner or depending on you, don't believe in you. You get what I'm saying? Because ain't shit happening. You know what I'm saying? So that's a whole nother fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like,
it's a
so at the
fact.
end of the day, it hit different. You know what I'm saying? On so many levels, there's more than one fight within one big fight. So it's
So,
like, damn, people gotta you know what I'm saying? You got to be a strong person, bro, to still want to do this shit.
mm,
For real, for real. After all of that. You know what I'm saying?
it's a fact. So what brought you back to the music though? You hear me?
Nah, what brought me back for real was my cousin ended up getting killed or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And he used to always tell me, you know what I'm saying, like even when he was alive, he used to be like, man, bro, you raw as hell, you just gotta put in the work. He used to always tell me that shit, bro. And I used to, what I'm saying, once he passed away, bro, that shit was just like a alarm in my ears, like a reminder every day. His voice, I'm just hearing it. You know what I'm saying? Every day. Put in the work, put in the work, put in the work. I grinded real hard for the year 2024 and 2023, bro. I got a real big resume in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you know what
It's
I'm
a
saying? Like I brought a lot of people to the, I also shine not only on me, but coming up, I've shined, help other people get their life, you know what I'm saying, get exposure. So, I was always thorough. I've been thorough. It
it's a
wasn't
fact.
always about just me. You know what I'm saying?
It's a fact. That's a fact. You heard me? So let me ask you this. You see what I'm saying? If you had to choose 3 songs in your catalog that would make any new viewers and new listeners a for sure new viewer, and new listener, what would those 3 songs be, and why you chose these songs? You hear me?
3 top songs of mine would be okay, so I would say Born to Do This would be one of my picks because it's a message in that song. It's really, what I'm saying, song I wrote. Original beat, what I'm saying, on everything. Beat was made by my cousin, Mush Millions, what I'm saying? So anyway, what I'm saying, I just wanna like, what I'm saying, give people like letting them know this a birth of a new artist. It's me. I'm letting them know this is what I'm made for. I was born to do this, and it's my time. You know what I'm saying? So that song is more like an introduction song for me. So that one, and then to keep it real on the realistic and on real life, um, I gotta give it Closure. My song Closure. Um, that was based on real life experience, and then my song Toxic, another
Mm,
pick for me. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
Toxic is based off real life stuff, and also it was like a mixture of me rapping and I'm singing on there. So those 3: Born to Do This, Closure, and Toxic for all the new listeners. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. That's a fact. So we gonna hold a moment of silence. You heard me, for your cousin, right quick. You heard me. Where you see yourself entertainment wise in 5 years? You heard me. In the next 5 years, you heard
So in the next 5 years, I see myself into filming, a lot of filming. You know what I'm saying? I don't see myself. I see myself still into the music, but it'll be more like helping under like the developed artists. You know what I'm saying? Helping artists come up. But I think I'll be in more in film and production in the next 5 years.
That's a fact. You heard me. That's a fact. So what you got up and right now? You know what I'm saying? What can we be expecting from you in the near future? You heard me.
Man, I got a song that's dropping, supposed to be dropping, man. May 27th. I might have to push it back a week. I don't know yet, but it's called Hood Notes. You know what I'm saying? That's coming out. You know what I'm saying? I was dropping it on my mom's B-Day, May 27th. You know what I'm
Shout
saying?
out to man. Shout out to
Yeah, shout out to OG.
shout out to OG, man.
But yeah, I was gonna drop it on that day. Um, I also had a lot of I've been working on a lot of skits. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing a lot of skits lately. For everybody that don't know that I'm into skits, I've been doing skits. Y'all can go on my page. Everything under the same name, same page. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing good. I just started out doing them. I mean, I did a couple of them like years ago. They clapped, but then I had got incarcerated. So, but I'm back doing them and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all tune in, man. Real funny. You know what I'm saying? I'm funny by birth. You know what I'm saying? So
That's a fact.
we can go ahead. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to be great at everything I know how to do, man. I
That's a
ain't
fact.
I don't see I ain't in competition with nobody or nothing. I'm just exploiting my abilities as far as I can. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to you know seize the opportunity on everything I know how to do, bro. When I was a kid, I wanted to be I wanted to do everything as far as talent wise. I wanted to do everything.
Mm, that's a
I don't
fact.
know.
You
I was
heard
a
me.
real one of them mysterious kids. Like I always wanted to figure out everything.
Yeah, you asked a lot of questions. That's how it's supposed to go. You hear me? That's how you get a lot of
Hmm.
answers. You hear me? So
Hmm.
um, earlier, you see what I'm saying, you mentioned things like Rep Reed, uh, big names like that. How did you get in tune with Rep Reed?
Uh, I got in tune with Red Breed through my homie. My homie, his name, what I'm saying, Freaky Fo Da Vinci. Shout out to him. That's my dog. Been knowing him 20 years. It's actually because of him that I ran into Rare Breed. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Rare Breed, shout out to Boss Lady. You know what I'm saying? Everybody a part of that foundation.
It's a fact.
I got in tune with him. He was part of it. Shit, he like nigga, shit, get down. Feel me?
Yeah,
I'm like shit. You know how it is when you see your homie, your motherfucker you love. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You like, man, damn, it's been that long. Like, you, and then all you thinking about is the times y'all had them ciphers and shit, you know. And you see he really doing it, and like you doing it. Y'all both meet each other at a point where y'all both really doing it. So y'all like, shit, it only makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So you know
it's
how
a
that
fact.
go. You know what I'm saying? It went like that, and you know, the rest history. Shit.
I think that's
You
real
know,
there, homie.
I went on to win in second place in a couple of we had a competition at the backstage out there in Indiana, you know what I'm saying? I won second place, Quail 500, he won first place. Everybody was part of Red Breed though, so everybody was winning, you know what I'm saying? Bro, he had the number one hit, ski ski going crazy, you know. Yeah, it was going everybody was tasting some type of success, bro. Being part of Red Breed it was growing like drastically quick. Like it was like quick. Like we
Hmm.
was getting that exposure quick. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody was hungry. So
Yeah, yeah. Them was the days. Them was the days, you heard me? But let me ask you this, you know what I'm saying? From your music, you heard me, to the skits, to everything, you see what I'm saying? What you trying to get out this shit, you heard me? You doing this for the clout, you doing this for the money, you know what I'm saying? You just trying to be the best at everything you do. Ultimately, you heard me. What you trying to get out this entertainment shit, you heard me?
man, really, I'm chasing my best form. You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm chasing my best form, bro. I have yet to see the best of me in everything. You know what I'm saying? That's in real life. Trying to be the best dad, best everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm chasing my real form, bro. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to leave a bag behind for my people. You know what I'm saying? I can't die with that shit.
It's a fact, you heard me. So let me ask you this. You mentioned a couple of them earlier, you heard me, but what other misconceptions that you had about this entertainment shit? You know what I'm saying? That when you jumped in it, you heard me, you quickly realized, damn, I had the game fucked up, man.
I didn't know it was so many scams like that. I didn't know it was so many like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know everybody was trying to like everybody had their own angle. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, for real. And what I mean by own angle, like a person can look at a product and get their own, you know what I'm saying, they own, you know what I'm saying, perception of it. You know what I'm saying? And be like, yo, I think I can do this with that.
Right.
Or yo, I feel like I can get this out of that if I use this with this. Like
Trying to
excuse me,
draw
but
your
everybody get their own, you know what I'm saying, perception and vision and shit. Like instead of focusing on what the whoever is representing that brand, what does it do for them first? You know what I'm saying? Like people not putting the artist first. You know what I'm
plate.
saying? Nobody putting the artist first. So it's like that's where it's like that fucked me up too. Cause it wasn't about what I want. It's about what everybody else want after deal. You know what I'm saying? They'll
I
bring it to you like it's about what you want. Hey, we can do this for you, but ultimately it ain't about what you want.
It's a
You know what I'm
fact.
saying? It's not. You can. It don't matter how raw you is. It don't matter how good you is. How much. You know what I'm saying? Like you can negotiate that contract. All that you can get more for advance. All that. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's still gonna remain what I said, bro.
It's a fact, you heard me. That's a fact. So now that you know what you know, you see what I'm saying? I asked you about what advice would you give yourself? What advice would you give a young artist out here, whether it be hip hop or R&B, that just started, you heard me, or thinking about jumping in this shit from what you learned from this shit, you heard me?
I mean, shit, man. If y'all thinking about jumping in this music shit, just make sure you jump to that business part first. You know what I'm saying? Learn the business part first, and your outcome will be way better. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? You got to learn that grind part of it first. You know what I'm saying? You know you can go in there and make a hit. That's the easy part. You know what I'm saying? But you got to know how to walk the walk. You got to know how to turn your track into, you know what I'm saying? If you a hustler and you know what I'm saying, out there, you know what I'm saying, you pushing whatever you pushing, push your music the same way. You know how to get out there and network with them P's and with TT and Unk them and get your bag off.
yeah,
Do your music or whatever, a skit or whatever. Do that shit to just like that. Change the grind, man. But give it the same muscle. You know what I'm saying? Change the product, but keep the same grind. That's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? So shit. Yeah, man, shit. That's what I tell everybody. Like, just focus on the grind part. Because if I would have focused on the grind part first, I'd be much better off, much bigger. You know what I'm saying?
That's a
But I'm happy with my where I'm at though. With my progression, I don't regret shit. I had to learn. I learned, and now what's coming next. Everybody's gonna be like, damn, man, he really, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get into the film and shit. Heavy,
Yeah, yeah, step
heavy.
up. You hear me? Step up. But in this music shit, you hear me? A lot of people these days say the substance is gone from the music. You know what I'm saying? They don't really get nothing from the music of today. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing like the music of yesterday. You see what I'm saying? As being an artist in this shit, you hear me? Do you feel the same way? You know what I'm saying? Or do you disagree with them sentiments? You hear me?
Uh, mean shit. Oh no, I think I feel. Yeah, I don't know. I think I still feel. I still feel ain't nothing else been new. Like I've been like the lessons that I taught can't come late. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm at a poised position right now. I'm like my mind, like I know what's what. So I can't won't nothing happen right now that has changed what I feel now. You know what I'm saying? Won't nothing surprise me. You get what I'm saying? Like people get known for silly ass songs and shit, bro. Like you don't get worse than that. You know what I'm saying? People that really know how to do it, that really make real music, not being known. They not getting noticed. It's the
Right.
weird ass songs, the songs that don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? That people get
Shenanigans.
known for.
Hell yeah, you hear me? They don't really want no nigga that stand on business because they gonna stand on business. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But where can we find your music at? You know what I'm saying? All platforms. You know what I'm saying? You got a
yeah,
YouTube. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like,
on I'm on all platforms. Y'all DBOY Space Bank, everything capitalized, man. I'm on all platforms. Whatever genre that is there. You like rap, is there. You like drill, is there. You want some romantic shit for your girl, is there. You want to listen to shit you going through far as like real urban life, you know what I'm saying? Like real life shit, it's all there. You feel me?
that's a go.
It's
That's
all
a
there.
go. That's a go. You hear me? Before we get up out of here, I thank you for coming. You heard me. I enjoyed your time. But won't you define D-Boy Bank? You heard me. Give them a little definition of who you are and what you stand for before we get up out of here. You hear me?
So yeah, my name is just basically a street name that it was given to me from the people, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? It just basically stands for, my real name, Dion, you know what I'm saying? So, when I told a person my name, they was like, nah, we just gonna call you D-Boy, you know what I'm saying? The D-Boy carry for a long time. The bank came where, you know what I'm saying? That's just what I'm trying to make. I'm trying to make a real bag out this shit. So that's just where that came from. It's just simple. Ain't no abbreviations or nothing. That's what it is. That's the name. You feel me? And behind the name, don't even shit. What's behind the name don't even match the name. You feel me? Y'all gonna be real surprised by all the music, the skits, everything, man. I'm hitting it on the head, bro. Y'all tune in for real, for real.
Then let the general to know of the podcast. You keep your body clean, nah? Yeah.
Are you really comfortable with all of that thing? I know what you're trying to say. Do what you do, baby. Yeah, I want to congratulate. I seen to come up through the mud. You feel me?
Real.
Yeah. I'm saying, like I said, I used to be top. I'm one of the ones. When that nigga said he had a phone, his whole joke. Man, I'm looking at the screen like preach. Cause I was on the phone with him. You feel me? So you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that you getting up there and you keeping it all the way phone. What them little niggas be saying? He ain't cloud chase, he ain't capping, he ain't doing none of that. Like he ain't trying to make himself look. He letting his legacy.